Welcome back to the Fierce and Femme podcast,
with your hosts, Rami and Alicia,
where we talk all things fitness, mindset, and everything in between
to help you become your most fierce and femme selves.
Hi Queens, we're back and we want you to help turn around the worst of the worst days. Maybe it's the first day of your period. Maybe you've woken up and it is pouring rain outside, hailing, freezing cold. Maybe you've just heard that you've lost your job. The worst of the worst has happened, and how you can actually turn that day around. Because Rami and I are both big believers in the fact that just because a bad thing happens in the morning or halfway through the day, you don't have to actually let that impact your whole day, because we only have one life to live. So let's make the most of it.
Yum, delish. Should I say the first one?
Yeah, go for it.
First one, I feel everybody should know this one, exercise. Any form of movement helps transfer any sort of stuck energy in your body, helps you get out of that victim mindset. And I believe that, like, if I feel like shit, I just put on my favorite song, move my body even just that way. So I'm not saying you need to go for a huge run or do a giant sesh at the gym, because if you're feeling like shit, you might just want to do something small. It could be as simple as going for a small walk. Maybe it is putting on your favorite song and just getting out of your head, kill the ego, and just dance a little bit. If you are with someone in the home, get them to join you. Just move around. I think a lot of the time when we are feeling like shit, it can be really easy to just sit there. We're sitting in one spot. Maybe we're laying in bed. We're having a full fucking menti B. And maybe you don't want to get up or you don't want to get out of bed. And that is the exact thing that we are telling you to do. Move your body, even if it's just walking up and down your hallway, and just noticing what it feels like to get out of your head and back into your body.
Yeah. And I think with movement, it is one of those things that you never want to do it, but once you've actually done it, you feel so much better. And there's that saying of you never regret a workout, or you never regret actually going to the gym and moving your body, because I know, trust me, I know that how much energy it can take, especially when you're feeling like shit, to get up out of bed and to do the things when all you want to do is literally curl up into a ball, be in that blanket and doom scroll on TikTok. But simply moving your body is so beneficial for your mental health. It immediately chemically makes you feel better. We get the good endorphins. And even if it doesn't, like, say that you did do a workout, you go outside, whatever it is, do a little dance, and you still go, I'm still feeling like shit. You've done something. You're gonna feel accomplished because you have moved your body and you've done something for yourself, instead of almost just sitting in that pit and allowing yourself to continue to wallow. You've taken a little bit of action to make things that little bit better, a little bit brighter. And something I want to say on highlighting that is utilizing things like YouTube. So many workouts if you don't know what to do, and just going outside. It may not even be movement, but just actually, that's our next one.
Perfect. Straight into
Beautiful.
it.
What a great segue. Is getting yourself outside in nature. And okay, yes, say it is that day where it's hailing and it's raining and all the things. Fresh air does absolute wonders. Being in a dark room on your phone is just worsening how you feel, because you are so consumed in your own world, in your own life. Go outside, pick 5 things that are beautiful outside. I don't know, it's a flower, it's a bird, it is a car driving by, all the things that you can actually sit there and appreciate and take time to be grateful for. If it's a sunny day, soaking up vitamin D is so great for our bodies, and literally just sit there, lay there in the sun. Maybe you pop some music on and just get yourself outside. Like, please, 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 let's not coop ourselves up inside.
Especially first thing in the morning, I find, how many people just roll out of bed, they're scrolling on their phone, and then later in the day wonder why they feel like shit. Start auditing how you start your day. And honestly, for me, going outside, going for a walk, or whether it's driving to the gym, getting outside sets the preface for your day, in my opinion. And if it's raining, you can maybe wait till later in the day, or if you've got a no excuses mentality, chuck on your fucking backpack, get an umbrella, whatever it is. Because I have found that even walking when it starts raining,
It's so peaceful.
yeah. And equally, if it starts raining while I'm halfway, I'm like, well, I'm already out here. I literally have to get myself home. And when that's happened, that's actually made me realize that I can walk in the rain, because that was completely out of my control. But when you're inside and you're seeing that it's raining, you're more likely to stay in because you're comfortable.
Yeah.
But because it's happened to me where I've been on a walk and I'm like, fuck, it's actually pissing down now. I'm like, well, I've survived.
Yeah.
Didn't fucking die. I'm okay. So that, and equally, like Alicia said, just step outside and take some deep breaths out there. Oh,
Yeah.
I love being outside when it's cold. Sorry, I know you're just about to say something, but even just taking some deep breaths and just noticing how much better and even healthy I feel. Just getting out of the fucking house, out of my bed, out of my bedroom, out of the office, changing your scenery.
Change of scenery. I feel like that's a big one. Even if it's not outside, just go somewhere other than your room.
Yeah.
Get to the living room. Get to the kitchen. Just get somewhere else that is cooped up in that same spot, because just that can make you feel so much better on that. And I was just going to say before, I actually think a rainy walk is the most peaceful thing, and just makes you realize it is literally just water.
It always gives me Twilight vibes.
See, I've never seen Twilight. We've had this conversation, haven't we?
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, I've never seen it. But it makes me think of, I don't know, like those scenes in The Notebook where there's those big grand moments where they're kissing in the rain and like they just don't care about anything else. Who cares that it's raining? Go out, get out, live your life, because yeah, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Our next one is getting off your phone and being social. Go and check your screen time right now is the first thing that I'm going to say. If you are someone who notices you are on your phone so much, that is a big indication as to why you probably feel like shit, why you're not sleeping well. Maybe you're skipping meals without even realizing, you're not even having quality time with your partner and your friends, and then you're crying at the end of the day saying, oh my God, but I don't have deep relationships. Get the fuck off your phone.
Yeah.
I think our society, unfortunately, we have been given all of these apps, Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever it is, and we weren't taught control around them. We weren't taught how to not spend so much time on it. We weren't taught how to use it to regulate or use it to get information, because I think social media can be a fantastic tool. Our businesses are online. We need social media. The problem is when you're on it so long that you start to feel like shit. So when you do notice that you're feeling really drowsy, you're feeling really tired, or you've got no creativity or no energy, just notice how long you've been on your phone. And instead of using it to doom scroll, use it to talk to someone. And this is where getting social can really help. And this is why we love social media at times, because we connect on there. We speak to people on there. We do get to see what people get up to in their lives. And it can be a really great way to connect.
Yeah. And I think social media is designed to be addictive. And that's something that we forget as well. It is designed for you to easily spend hours on end there and have no idea what the time is, what's happening at the end of the day. That is what they want to happen. Okay. So it's not necessarily you. It is that platform is designed to be like that. And that is why it is so easy to look at the time and go, fuck, I've just spent 3 hours
on TikTok or
even
something.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
If you're on TikTok, 20 minutes goes so fast, because it's the same. It is designed, just you've got a new thing within a split second that is designed to be interesting for you, what you want to see and what you love and you enjoy. It is like so smart, right? Because it is designed for that fact. But what is so easy is to forget the reality and all the other resources we have, because it's so easy for us to go on our phone, but it is also so easy just to shoot someone a text. And I think even this is opening up a whole nother conversation, but now that there's things like AI, you can talk to a robot, or can we actually just talk to a fucking human?
Literally.
Contact your friends, contact your family, meet up with someone in person, and be okay with going, hey, I actually just need to get out of the house right now. Are you round? If they're not, can I give you a quick phone call asking, do you have the capacity right now to help me out a little bit? And venture out. And even on that, maybe say you don't have someone to reach out to right now, because I know there have been periods where I know that maybe everyone I'm connected to have really big things going on and I don't want to add to their plate. Go outside, start a conversation with a stranger. Go on your walk, go compliment someone. You can find connection in so many different ways that may not necessarily be reaching out to someone that you know. go create that in your life, but that's also up to you to have to go do that as well.
I want to add to that.
Yeah.
Because what came to me there was everybody had a sook during COVID that they were in lockdown. Can't see their friends, can't see their family, can't go to the gym, can't go to the shops, can't do anything. And that was a big problem for everyone. And equally now, everybody just sits on their fucking phone. Make that make fucking sense. It's until something gets taken away from you when you realize, oh my God, I want this and I want that, da da da. Imagine your phone was taken away from you now. Like,
what would you do with your life?
What would you do? And if you're sitting there thinking, fuck, I don't know what I would do, that is a fucking problem. I know exactly what I would do without my phone. I would have the best time with my partner. I'd be outside more. Like, there is so much that we can do with our lives, but we get so caught up in it. Like, I always tell my clients, when you're on your phone and you're doom scrolling, you're literally in a hypnosis. Literally everything that you were saying before about it's designed to suck you in. You have to start getting aware of when that's happening. Because there's definitely times when I'll scroll, but I'm intentional with it.
Yeah.
I'll get to a point in the day where I'm like, you know what? I don't mind having a scroll right now because I've done what I needed to. I've been productive and I am not using it to avoid or distract or numb. I'm simply using it for what it's for. And that can actually be okay. So holding yourself accountable with your screen time and how often you're on your phone is also really important.
And the last thing I just want to say on that, the biggest thing that helped me was downloading Opal. And I've used Opal for a while, but I've used it in sneaky ways, and I've finally used it in the best way that I needed for myself. And how I used to have it set was at different periods throughout the day. Now I have it on 24/7. So if I want to go on social media, I have to go in and unlock it, which means it is so much more intentional to do it, because I have to go in and make the decision that I'm going to go scroll right now. And it's almost putting that extra barrier in place to make that bad habit harder for you to do, because it's not just as simple as opening my Instagram because I can't open it. I have to go in and go second guess, do I actually want to do this right now? Is this actually going to be beneficial for me? So if you are someone who finds you are in the habit or loop of scrolling 24/7, put Opal on 24/7, and you'll probably even forget to go on social media because it's not as easily accessible. You also don't get the notifications, which for me was a massive thing because that distracted me. Every time a notification, I've got to go on and check it. So lifesaver.
Great. The next one to feel better during a shitty day is to do yourself up.
Get glam.
Get glam, especially, I've learned this a lot recently from going to shift work to a full-time business owner at home. I'm home so much. And I could equally sit in my jammies all day, not do my hair, not give a shit about how I look because no one's seeing me. And equally, I'm seeing me. I get to doll myself up. I do put on a nicer outfit. I will put on my makeup. And I noticed that you said the same thing recently. You want to do yourself up a little bit more. And I instantly feel so much fucking better.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not seeing anyone or not going out and about, I know that I feel better doing that. And we're not saying that you need to get dolled up and buy all this makeup and buy all these cute fits and do it 24/7. But if you know that you feel better, even if you're in your own home or whatever it is, just by putting on a little bit of that makeup, putting on just a little bit of a nicer top or whatever it is, that is naturally going to shift your energy from feeling like shit. Because when we feel like shit, we're then going to start picking at all the things that make us we're going to start looking at ourselves and be like, oh, this looks like shit and that looks like shit. And you're just going to start kicking yourself so much more when you're already down. When all you can do is just change one thing so slightly, even if it's just brushing your hair or putting it in a cute little bun, and instantly you're going to be like, oh, actually I look a little bit cuter now. And then that's going to start changing the neural pathway in your mind to start thinking a little bit more positively, and you're going to start feeling so much fucking better.
I think a sense of it comes down to self-respect. Look after yourself. You deserve to look after yourself, to be well manicured and all the things. And I feel like this is probably going back a bit, but people used to be so done up. Like, women used to wear those massive dresses all the time and everything. And yes, it's not that you have to do that every day, but it makes a massive difference into how much do you respect yourself to make sure that you're clean, that you're hygienic, that you put a little bit of effort into your hair and makeup and everything, and what that actually comes down to for you. Because I know when I do that, I'm purely doing that for me, myself, and I'll look in the mirror and go, damn girl, you look great. And I don't need anyone else's validation. If you're doing it for someone else, then that's probably a whole nother thing that you need to work on and look at. But can you actually start to go, what outfit makes me feel great in my body? How, when I do my hair and makeup, do I feel most confident? Not, however, you know, Tom down the road thinks I look great. What actually makes you feel confident in your body and in yourself? Because the more that you feel that, you're going to start to exude that as well. If I'm in an outfit that I feel great in, I know I'm probably going to walk into that room 10 times more confident than if I'm in a daggy outfit where I'm like, holy fucking shit, I can't believe that I'm wearing this right now. Like, ever had those moments where you walk into Woolies and you're like, far out,
Sorry,
what am
like
I
a
wearing?
homeless person.
Yeah, I need to sort this shit out. Take pride in how you look and how you show up for yourself. A lucky last point, do not be afraid to ask for help and reach out to someone. I need to take my own advice because I also suck at this, in that it is so easy when you are having a shit day, when you are struggling, to just become a little bit of a hermit and go, I don't want to bother anyone else with my own problems. Also look at it as your friends are there. They want to help you. They want to support you. They want to see you your most thriving self. Give them the opportunity to do that. Because I know as a friend, in the same sense of, if I knew Rami was struggling and she wasn't reaching out, I'd be like, babe, what the fuck are you doing? I want to see you happy and thriving and all the things. Use the resources that you have. And there are so many even communities out there and spaces, to even things like Headspace. There's so many people that you can call and just ask for help, but it is also up to you to do that. Because back to something we said in a previous episode, we cannot expect people to read our mind. You need to communicate and ask for what you want.
I think as well, when it does come down to getting that support and asking for help, is not doing it just to complain. Because yes, we can tell people when we need help, when we're feeling like shit, when we're feeling down. And equally, you want to do that because you want that help, not just to complain and for someone to validate you feeling like shit so you stay that way. So I think as well, what's important is being intentional with who you go to. Because I know for a fact that if I am feeling like shit and I go to Alicia, she is absolutely going to tell me what I need to hear, not what I want to hear. She's going to be like, Rami, what's going on here?
Yeah.
You know, here's some tips, here's some tools, or you know what you need to do, da-da-da-da. And that is what I know I need in that moment to get myself out of that. Not, oh, Alicia, I'm just going to have a sook to you and you're going to make me feel better about my sook and then I'm going to stay this way. Because I think a lot of people will try to ask for help and then they won't take anything on board of what the other person has said. And it's like, what was the fucking point
Because it's
then?
not what you wanted and it wasn't validating your victimhood.
What
and
is
being
the
able to
actual
stay
fucking point? So it's so important to, when you ask for help, number one, be intentional with who you go to and make sure you go to someone that you know they're going to tell you what you need to hear, because the whole point of asking for help is to get you out of that victim mindset. The reason you need help is because you're feeling like a victim at the moment, which is not a problem because we all have those moments, but you want to go to someone who's going to help you get the fuck out so you can go and have the best day ever.
And I think my last little thing I wanted to add to that is be open-minded that there may actually be a better way that you don't know of right now. And as much as it may hurt to hear, and I know Jared's told me things before and gone, but you're sort of doing this. And I'm like, don't tell me that. No, that's not true. And it's like, I don't want to hear that because my way is comfortable for me right now and it's working. But the really amazing thing about having people that support you is they can see the outside perspective and things, your blind spots that you may not be able to see, that are absolutely going to be life changes for you. So allow yourself to receive it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Let us know, guys, how you go with those tips. And if you feel like you need more help, you know that we are always here for you guys. Slide into our DMs, whatever it is. This is literally our bread and butter. We are literally here to help.
Yeah. So next time you have a shit day, turn this app on, re-listen if you need to, reach out and turn it into the best day ever. We love you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for listening.
If you're on Spotify, don't forget to give us a follow and rate us 5 stars.
And if you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, and comment down below.
We'll be back in your ears next week.
Bye.